Mm-hmm. Twitch, come on, baby. Come on, Twitch. Oh, no. Twitch, where we at? Oh, no.
It's a story to tell by HenryResilient, ringing the streaming bell.
Twitch ain't
covering Power Rangers drama, making waves. But there's a millionaire find Brent with his own raves. Brent's got deep pockets, living the high life, but his fandom for AXJ causes some strife. Fans don't like him, they throw shade and they jeer, but Henry stays focused, making his own tier. HenryResilient, streaming through the night, covering Ranger drama, shining so bright.
Every time it's come around, let's go, baby.
Some millionaire, but the fans say nay. Henry's the star, leading the way.
I gotta, like,
with every episode, every Power Ranger. With every episode, every Power Rangers view. Henry's on point, setting the mood. Brent might have money, but Henry's got heart. Streaming the drama, playing the parts. Fans may hate, critics may shout, but HenryResilient, he knows what it's about.
I'm not starting till I'm live on Twitch.
Covering the drama, telling the tales, streaming live, setting the scale. HenryResilient, streaming through the night, covering the drama, telling the tales, streaming live, setting the scales. Henry the drama, shining so bright. Brent's a millionaire, but the fans say nay. Henry's the star, leading the way. So here's the Henry, the streaming king, covering Power Rangers, doing his thing. Brent might be rich, but Henry's the champ, streaming the drama, making it stand.
Fix this Twitch stuff. It is.
So here's to Henry, the streaming king.
Don't worry though, we
I
got a full lawsuit.
Making moves in the game, quotes on my shirt, setting hearts aflame. HenryResilient, always in my way, but with Brent's support, we gon' seize the day. So here's to the journey, the highs and the lows. With Brent by my side, the world's our next show. Austin St. John, making history in the making. With quotes on my shirts, there's no mistaking. Haters gonna hate, that's the name of the tune. But I'm focused on my grind, under the moon. Brent the millionaire, he's got my back. Together we rise, never gonna lack. Henry streams, trying to tarnish my name, but I'm staying true. Playing my own game with positivity and hustle, I'll clear my name. Austin St. John, rising above the fame. Austin St. John, making moves in the game. Quotes on my shirt, setting hearts aflame. HenryResilient, always in my way, but with Brent's support, we gon' seize the day.
Yo, can anyone... So I found my stream key, right? I got my stream key, but I don't have my stream URL.
I don't know how I'm supposed to pay the bills. Probably have to start selling crack. Or rapping.
Set this up.
Or rapping about selling crack.
When I start selling pussy.
I'm fumbling bad right here.
I found a market, Power Rangers fans in line. Wanted a piece of the past from David Frank. It's
Everyone, this is Tim from Your Sex Mountain Sign. We want to see the chat.
Found the market,
So let's bump over to a web browser. And I got Twitch for my YouTube channel. And right here is my primary stream key. You can copy this over.
Where's his URL?
Then go back over to OBS. And delete whoever you have in here. And then right click into here and go to paste and start streaming. And you'll start streaming. But if you're logged
playing with the past, forging signatures, making money fast. HenryResilient with his dream to shout, trying to bring me down. What's that all about? I thought I was slick, making that cash flow, but Henry saw through me with the hairline low, streaming my name, calling out my game. His voice so loud, trying to claim his fame. I tried to defend, but the truth was clear. My forged autographs bringing me near to the edge of shame where I couldn't hide. Henry Resilient pushing me aside, forging signatures, making money fast. Henry Resilient with the stream and shout, trying to bring me down. What's that all about? Now I'm on the run, hiding from the light, trying to escape from Henry's sight. But the truth is out, it can't be denied. I forge Father's name, took a dishonest ride.
Yo.
Father's name, took a dishonest ride. So here's my confession for all to hear. I messed up big time, let my greed steer away from the path of what's right and true. Now I'm paying the price, feeling so blue. Henry Resilient, with a stream and shout, with that receding hairline he's always about. He didn't shame my father, that's my own game.
Okay, I found something.
Now it's time to face it and take the blame.
Where did you get this from?
Sky Frank, playing with the past, forging signatures, making money fast. Henry Resilient with the stream and shout, trying to bring me down. What's that all about?
Come on, man, we out of here.
I'm low-key
Yeah, that
pissed.
brother's starving.
In a digital world where stories unfold, there's a streamer named Henry
Astro 630
with
months.
Power
Welcome
Rangers
back
drama.
to the main channel.
He takes
Like the stream,
stage,
share, buy the merch, stay resilient.
captivating his audience.
45 on the main channel. God damn.
April chooses her excitement so clear, Cheyenne's laughter echoing, drawing near. Does Productions watches in our delight, but lurking in shadows.
I see
Brent's
y'all.
always
Bro, nigga,
inside.
I'm just trying to get this guy.
Henry Resilient, streaming
not be able
the
to stream on
fight.
Twitch.
Power Rangers drama lighting up the night. April,
That's right,
Cheyenne,
skip the Twitch,
Dust, and Brent too. In the world of online, they find something true.
I had to update OBS.
April sends bits with a cheer and a shout. Cheyenne sends emojis, her favorite sound. Does Productions comments always on point, adding to the drama, setting the joint. But Brent's in the chat, stirring the pot, disliked by many. He gives it a lot, trolling and teasing, trying to provoke. But Henry's resilient, never will he choke. Head into the drama, setting the joint.
Hold on, I think I
But
got it.
Brent's in the chat, stirring the pot, disliked by many, he gives it a lot. Trolling, teasing, trying to provoke. But Henry's resilient, never will he choke.
Alright, I gotta turn the chat off though.
Setting the joint. But Brent's in the
Twitch be on some trash, but I can still see everybody's
disliked
chat.
by many, he gives it a lot. Trolling and
me just test something real
teasing,
quick.
trying to provoke. But Henry's resilient, never will he choke.
Bro, figuring this
In a
out
cozy
on the
kitchen
live.
corner,
Figuring this
in a
out.
cozy memories bloom.
I gotta just test
There's
the
a
chat.
lady with a heart, never facing gloom. Grandma resilient with flower on her hands, whipping up pound
I still gotta pop this out
as
for,
her grandkids make plans. Oh, Grandma resilient, sweet as sugar cane. With her pound cakes and laughter, she eases every pain. From Henry's
turn off all
dreams
combined
to the
chats.
slot's bright gleam, she finds joy in life's every stream.
How do I pause this? All right, y'all. What up, man? All right, so here's the thing, yo. I can see all chats. I still have the ability to select chats and put them on stream for like the super chats, the memberships. I have all that capability. It's just Twitch don't want chats on there because they inflated numbers. It's a stupid Twitch rule. I just got to update to Mizkif Lawsuit. Oh man, Mizkif. And I got a P, Mizkif Lawsuit. I just wanted to start on time. Hey, but we so back, man. It's been a long time, Twitch. Where y'all been at? It's been a long time, main channel. I appreciate all y'all coming back. I am not pump faking. If you see me say I got the lawsuit, that means I got the goddamn lawsuit. Shout out to Drama Core. If you from Drama Core, put a DC in the chat, man. Put a DC in the chat. Here's the thing, right? I do have to finish up this Power Ranger arc. But I gotta serve my two audiences, but I got y'all. I'm so happy, like, man, I'm happy that I got the whatchamacallit up. Hold on, where's the lawsuit at? I didn't pull it up. All right. I have it. Here's the thing. Give me a second, guys. Nope, that's my personal. All right. So here, let me pull up the lawsuit. I don't want y'all to think I'm like baiting. I don't know how many people watching on Twitch. Mizkif edited lawsuit. All right. Hold on. I think we're just gonna do bottom left, and what I'll do is I'll get rid of this bar. All right. So we got it. It's actually going viral right now. Everyone is talking about it. Which is, it's expected. Now here's the thing, right? This stream is getting deleted and re-uploaded to the main channel. I am going to cradle to grave this joint. What do I mean by cradle to grave? That means just like the last one, the original defamation lawsuit, I'm gonna cover every piece of paper that comes out. I promise you. Rain, sleet, hail, snow. We gotta get back to Twitch drama. But Power Ranger people, I still got y'all. And I know Aaron Shonky put out like some goofy ass, like, hey guys, this is he was like, hey, whatchamacallit? Now, anywho, I have to pee. Let me acknowledge the earlier contributors, the people who donated, super chatted. I believe TTS is on Twitch. I think the limit like maybe like $3, $2 or something goofy like that. I haven't streamed on Twitch in a while. Because OBS updated and I just didn't feel like going through all the rigmarole for it. But as I was saying, I do have access to all every chat, even though I'm streaming on like three different channels or whatever. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna acknowledge the earlier contributors. I am gonna go pee, and then we just gonna go through the lawsuit. It's gonna be a quick stream, in, out, boom, bam. I don't got all day. My daughter's upstairs asleep, so if she come down, it's game over. But let me acknowledge the people who contributed, people who've been here for a while. Shout out to my man Answer06, man. Jesus Christ, man. 30 months, man. God damn, man. It's crazy how time flies, man. Appreciate you being here for 30 months. On stream, off stream, all that good stuff, man. Shout out to my man Alucard. Henry is the stream champion. Like this stream. Hey, man. I'm trying, dog. I'm trying. I got a big Aaron Shonky video that was about to break him, but this story came out. I was like, fucking Aaron Shonky, dog. What is he gonna do, man? Shout out to Laura. Hugs to Laura. All right, I think I got everybody. Let me go pee. I'll hit y'all with like a song, and then I'll be right back. Where's my goddamn? I didn't whatchamacallit? All right, here we go. All right, I hit y'all with a song. I gotta go pee.
Go, Henry Resilient. Henry Resilient. spread their lies. Blake Foster, Austin St. John, Karen Ashley, Brent Pham, and Rican Ranger. Oh no! But Henry stands his courage bright. He'll strike with power, he'll fight the fight. No fear, no doubt, he won't back down when Henry Resilient comes to town. Go, go, Henry Resilient, stronger than the darkest night. Go, go, Henry Resilient, justice burns so bright.
All right, here's the thing. So I gotta bring up some clips of Asmongold, right? So Asmongold is accused of defaming Mizkif. And I have those clips. I just got to bring them up. Now I get it, man. There are some crazy clips of Mizkif out there that maybe corroborate some of the bad behavior, if you will, that Emeru spoke about. Okay, I'm not denying that. But at the same time, hold on, copy. I gotta the lawsuit, as I try to explain to you guys, is not going to incorporate those bad clips unless they somehow make it in. Okay, like you gonna get Maya Higa to testify against Mizkif?
Nope.
You know she ride or die, dog. She is ride or die. But with that said, I just gotta find these Asmongold clips. They're all bookmarked. It's just I could have whatchamacallit. I could have started the stream late or just started on time with all the clips. I mean, oh, whatever. You guys get it. Give me a second. Got that. I mean, Asmongold. In all honesty, I'll tell you this. We could watch some of the bad clips first. Just to get people in here. But at the same time, Miz may have a case on one thing. Okay? And I do have a clip of Emeru being violent against Mizkif. I'll show it. It is, men get abused too. And I think it just goes unnoticed. Now, Miz was doing the most when he went live talking about his nukes. But this ain't it. All right. Give me a second. Where the fuck is it? I think, did Asmongold delete those clips? Okay, here we go. This is actually going to be a part of the case because if you guys don't know, Asmongold said there were 5 witnesses. 5 witnesses to what Mizkif did. Damn. All right. How many people we got? I think we good. Give me a second. Quaco, let's say. All right. House chat. All right. We should be good to go. Damn, chat crashed. What the fuck? Hold on, let me test it. Test. All right, chat is fine. That chat's fine. Test. Okay, and Twitch chat. All right. Test. What? All right. What the hell is YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming? Viewer, are y'all experiencing buffering? I do see some drop frames. I do see some. All right. Let me see if I could turn the bit rate down. Doesn't look like I can. A little, yes. God damn. How's my first stream back? Well, here's the thing, man. I am set to get fiber like Thursday. YouTube looking crisp. Your shit smooth here, homie. No buffering on my YouTube. All right, man. I don't know. I see some drop frames, but all right, we just about to get into it. Okay. All right. So as promised,
I'm ashamed that
I do have the violence that Mizkif experienced. Remember, guys, men could be victims of domestic violence. It's not just women, okay? It can go both ways.
I'm ashamed that the situations got so bad, but Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me, and I punched holes in the walls or slammed doors in aggression. I one time did say I was going to kill myself during an argument, but Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me.
I've never seen Emaru so happy.
All right, I'm joking. That was a bad joke. I know Mizkif probably like, bro, I'm about to slip my I know. Here's the thing, man. What the hell? Open widget. Excellent connection. I got excellent connections across the board. I'm getting fiber like Thursday installed, so we'll have 300 down, 300 up. Or is it 500? I forget what I signed up for. All right. So look, let's watch some of these bad clips, because here's the lawsuit. Lawsuit is right here. Add to group, new group, law. We'll watch these clips to get warmed up. And then we'll start in like
Do you like my
10
setup?
minutes.
Shut up. Excuse me? Don't talk to me like that, Matthew. Sorry, Maya. No, it's not funny. Every time you do it, it bothers me. It's just me kidding around, Maya. Well, it's not funny to me. I don't think it's funny. I don't know why you say it to me all the time. Because it's funny, Maya. It's just me trolling. I don't even realize I say it. Well, start paying attention to what you have to say, because it's getting really annoying that you do this all the time.
Bro. Yeah, I know how I feel about Miz. I'm not his biggest fan. You can go as far as saying I don't like him. But just looking over the lawsuit, I could say he was wrong. And he has a case. This case is not getting dismissed. I'll tell you that off rip. Maybe some people no, it's not getting dismissed. He has the money and the resources. Now, it could get dismissed on a technicality because when did his name become Matthew Renato? So now you can say, bro, that's not your name. Who was Matthew Renato? If you were here, you know the lore. When he tried to, do some crazy stuff. But anyway.
Why? What did I do?
Him mauding at Emaru over finding molded cheese in his fridge. This was on LSF. We'll play a couple of these clips, and then, like I said, we're gonna get into the lawsuit. In like 10 minutes max. I just gotta test the stream, make sure everything is.
What? What?
You're in trouble.
Why? What did I do?
A chubby found something that's yours.
Huh?
Show chat.
Ew! What the
That's
fuck?
yours. It's literally yours.
That's mine? I'm sorry, I didn't know it was in there.
Then why'd you buy it? Why don't you show chat your show and tell?
Yo, what the fuck do he be on, dog? Is this the roids? Is this the depression or whatever he was feeling?
Ew, bro. Ew.
Show chat.
No, I don't want to touch it. Ew.
You see it, chat? It's fungus.
Are you sure that's mine?
Yeah.
I don't remember buying that, which means if I did buy it, it's been
This
there
is
for a
not
long
even like.
time.
I don't even know how. It looks like it's evaporated. You see it? Can they see it?
Like, is he trying to just embarrass her on stream?
This is not. Why are you saying ew me? This is hers. She's been addicted to playing Overwatch, not paying attention to her food.
Bro is cooked, man.
Should I keep holding it here?
No, dude. Throw it away.
Slap it on the screen. Leave. I'll do the exact opposite. What are you winning?
Yeah.
Are you actually good?
All right, Weirdo Miss. Another clip. What is this? Yo, I could ruin your life, but I'm a better person.
It's not even fair to say that live. It's shitty to say in general.
Is it just low?
Are you trying to turn this on me?
I would definitely say that.
I'm sorry, guys.
100 bits.
All right, man. I really don't. Some of these clips, the Asmongold ones are the ones that are part of like the lawsuit. Yeah. Yeah, I think those might come out. Yep. I think I want to start with this clip. Give me like this lawsuit. This is not lawsuit. This is not lawsuit. It's just a funny clip. Hold on.
Emmy's definitely done more. Yeah, you probably fucking love going there when she's there, right? So you could just stare at her the entire time, you fucking loser. You probably watch her for the whole hour VOD afterwards, huh? Literally been here non-stop with the dogs all day. But I'm sure you probably really are one of those viewers that goes right there when Emmy's sitting with the dogs. You could just wish you were in her lap just like that beautiful dog is. You wish you could. Oh, I wish I was in her lap just like that dog. Fuck. Oh, I would be so happy if that was me. So butthurt that not only does Emmy carry his Rumble streams, that she carries his dog carrying stream. Too, LOL. Oh, buddy, thank you for watching those streams.
This hits different after people found out that he was like sitting there like fucking main screen monitor, like hate watching her stream like every time she would go live and wanting to talk about her, right? Like, that's crazy how things turn around.
Way, which I'm also getting paid for, and thank you for watching my Rumble streams, which I also get paid for.
Oh,
glad
Rumble.
to see that Emmy sitting here and not talking is the reason why you're here. You want to tell me again that you're not a massive simp and you wish you were that dog on her lap? The projection is real, Megalol. Not even wants to bang your girlfriend, little pup. Dude, your name's Jenny O, right? Jenny O.
What does that mean?
Let's talk to you. Ready? You were probably so upset. How upset are you, buddy, that you watched the stream?
Damn, bro, like...
This might be...
Damn, it's got more minutes. It got 3 more minutes.
I'm just setting up.
You hate
Quick,
that,
I'm
buddy.
almost done.
Because guess what? I'm doing everything you wish you could.
I'm doing.
She's with me. She hangs out with me all fucking day.
Oh my.
She's with me with the dogs. Oh, and what are you doing, Jenny? You're sitting there watching the VOD, looking at her thigh.
How the tables have turned. That's crazy.
Good job, Jenny. You're sitting there watching her thigh. Oh, are you watching her little camera up there to see her beautiful, sweet hair? That's you, Jenny. You fucking loser. You're watching the VOD for Emmy's thigh. You're watching everything for Emmy. She's on my stream.
Oh, God.
This is the best.
Oh, my God.
Omegalol, you're losing your mind because the chatter called you out and your girlfriend keep talking about getting paid as your view count crashes more. Omegalol,
Jenny, oh!
And,
oh, my God.
All right, let's go.
VIP, Jenny.
I got everything.
Relevancy fading. Oh, wow.
How many viewers does he have? So he's got 3,000 viewers on Rumble. I feel like that's actually pretty good.
I got everything.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good, man.
Okay. All right, hopefully y'all ready. Boop. Boop. Lawsuit. This is in the lawsuit. This is in the lawsuit. This is in the lawsuit. Asmongold is all through this lawsuit. But those clips somehow are disappeared. But this is their defense.
See here.
Okay, there we go. All right. Do me a favor, like the stream. This will be up on the main channel probably like instantly after it's over. I'm gonna upload it. It should be done by like 1 a.m. Do with it what you want. I am like somewhat banned on like LSF. It'll be interesting to see what happens, considering I actually support Mizkif in one issue of this. Just one. Don't get beside yourself, man. He's still the same guy who told me not to cover his defamation lawsuit, that he continues to LARP as if it was a lawsuit about him covering up SA. And I think that may come out in discovery if this lawsuit progresses. This is in the lawsuit. Miz crying. This is in the lawsuit. Miz telling her to stop dressing. This is in the lawsuit. Miz telling her to get married. Oh my God. You know, the crazy thing is, and this is in the lawsuit, his response.
And started.
All right. Now, granted, I understand most of you probably saw this video and some of you are not even familiar with it. If you go back, look, guys, there's a video on my main channel, right? Hold on, let me show you. I predicted this would happen. I predicted it when he said he was dating, whatchamacallit, Mizkif Lawsuit dating HenryResilient. I said this would be the biggest mistake of his career. And people was like, oh, I'm just a hater. I'm just jealous. And I'm like, no, I'm not just a hater. I'm like, you should not be dating your coworkers. Like, not even your coworkers, your co-owners. Co-owners. Because as you see, when the shit hit the fan, OTK, who did they back? They backed who was popular. Not saying that Emeru was lying, but I think it was kind of like a no-brainer. Everyone was going to side with Emeru, and Mizkif got tossed out. Rightfully so. But the way they did it was so foul in the lawsuit. So foul. Put a one in the chat if you read the lawsuit already. I know it's leaked, so I ain't even bother watermarking it. It's leaked. It's everywhere. Henry was right. Yo, hashtag Henry was right. Yo. Yo, yes, Henry was right. Hold on, I'm trying to find a video because I want to show it. When he got outed, it's in my DMs because I sent it to somebody. But I was like, bro, you are tripping. You tripping. You should not be banging. Damn, man, I miss my editor. Hey, Cat, where your ass at, dog? 10 plus, you still cool too, but here we go. Y'all remember this video? But I'm not about to put this shit on. Just hear me out. Just hear me out. Hear me out. Let's talk about Emeru. So shout out to Drama Corps, because when this leaked, my DMs were blowing up. They were blowing up. They were like, hey, Henry, you need to wake up and cover this. I'm like, bro, I'm asleep. Bro, look how they did Rich Campbell. Now he back. I wonder, is Rich going to be back in OTK? That would be very ironic. My daughter, I'm not covering it. But let's go with it. Let's go through it for you.
Emeru, who lives with another Twitch streamer, Mizkif, accidentally leaked some DMs between the two on one of her recent live streams. This then went viral on Twitter when someone called Fill Me In Please made a Twitter thread about it, which then got covered on the YouTube channel Streamer TV.
Now, this is phenomenal that Emeru leaked, okay? Whatchamacallit? Emeru leaked Mizkif DMs, and she has been saving on stream where he is. This is their words. They're saying he's controlling and he berates her for her content. It's why she has to cut part of the VOD out. And is this how you treat their girlfriend? Now, look, if you on Drama Court, this is a conversation that they go back and forth with. Is Emeru and Mizkif an item? Yes or no? I don't know, but we're going to talk about it at the end and how it could be the biggest mistake of his goddamn life if it's true.
But as soon as...
All right, there you go. They're going to be letting Miz know 2 years ago, May 23rd, 2023, that dating Emeru was going to be the biggest mistake of his life. Do you think he listened?
Nope.
No. Why would he? I'm broke. Streaming about drama. All right, let's get into the lawsuit. Let me make sure my format is good. We can do half and half. All right. It's game time. It's go time. I haven't felt this excited in a long time. I haven't done nothing like this in a long time. Who cares about that? Who cares about that? Throw 2 plastic bottles. Destroy walls. Admitting SA is crazy. All right. Do me a favor. Like the stream. I gotta check something. Then we live. Boop. All right, shout out to all 60 people watching on Twitch. Salute to y'all. Let's go. So Mizkif is now suing not only his ex-girlfriend Emeru, but also Asmongold along with OTK. Now, this all started back when Emeru came out. Basically, she put this video out letting everyone know that, hey, I am about to expose a lot. She can't do this anymore. This video is about Mizkif.
This might be my last big event that I'm hosting for the rest of the year. Yeah, it's just no fun. But, I mean, I'll still be doing stuff next year, so thank you guys for watching, and thank you all for chats. Sina, Bonnie, Emily, you guys picked great streamers to watch. And, yeah, that's it. Bye.
Now, this would be the precursor to her actually going live and basically accusing Mizkif of all sorts of things, right? Now, he initially did try to respond to it, and we'll get to that. But today or yesterday, he actually filed a lawsuit. He filed a lawsuit against Emeru, whose name I blurred out, even though I guess it's out there already. Asmongold, OTK Media, Mythic Talent Management Inc., King Gaming Labs. Now, on the surface, just looking at it, we know his name, his government name is not Matthew Ronaldo. I'm not sure they're going to pursue dismissing it on that basis alone. But let me tell you, this lawsuit is not going anywhere. I can't foresee it being dismissed for basically how Mizkif was treated and what it looks like. Remember, the judge only sees what's in here. The judge is not on Twitch. The judge is not on LSF. The judge just sees what's filed. And what's filed paints Mizkif, for lack of a better words, as a victim. And I get it. I know some people are going to say maybe he's not a victim.
You are not a victim here. You have never been a victim here.
But let's go through it. So parties, Mizkif's company, OTK. Now the person that gets served for OTK is Tips Out. And I don't think his name is out there, so I blocked it out of everything. Mythic, Tips Out. King Gaming, I guess some guy named Nicholas, blocked it out. Now everyone's a resident of Texas except for Miz. Remember, he is in LA or whatever. This is common knowledge. He streamed about it. This is not like, he'll try to accuse me of doxing any chance he get. So what does it say? This court has jurisdiction, and the lawsuit is over 75,000. Over 75,000 gets the lawsuit into federal court. Now, factual background. This is Mizkif's recollection of the facts as he sees fit. You may agree with it, you may disagree with it, but let's go. For the past decade, Mizkif has been working tirelessly to build a career in demanding live streaming content creation field, primarily on YouTube, a video sharing platform, and Twitch, a live streaming platform. Throughout the years of effort, Mizkif built his online presence under the handle Mizkif, leading him to a multi-million follower presence across various social media platforms. Mizkif's entire professional life has, during all relevant times, centered around streaming and content creation. So he's laying the foundation that this is where he makes his money. Everyone can see that. Mizkif became one of the most successful streamers on Twitch with a following of 2.2 million viewers as of October 2025. He's known for collaborating with other streamers, playing video games, and discussing various issues with his followers, subscribers through Twitch's chat feature. Now, I have no idea why he put this in here, bro. In 2021, guys, if you did not know this, he won Best Just Chatting Streamer at the Streaming Awards. Come on, man. This actually means nothing. Maybe gives him more credibility, I guess, as being a streamer. The community that Mizkif developed, along with the industry connections with other streamers, his personal reputation and business goodwill, allowed him to develop successful business with multiple income streams from subscribers, ad placements on videos, sponsors, and more. In 2020, along with certain other high-profile streamers, Mizkif founded One True King Media brand and incorporated Defendant OTK, which remains a part owner to this day. He's saying he is a part owner to this day. However, when we get deeper into the lawsuit, you're going to see a letter that paints a different picture, and that's the reason why he's suing. Defendant Emaru joined OTK ownership in 2022. This is where it starts getting good, guys. Through the acts and omissions described below, defendants Emaru, Asmongold, and OTK, acting in concert, as in they're all working together, wrongfully and baselessly accuse Mizkif of serial criminal activity for no other purpose than to harm him, his reputation, his business, and wrest from him control of companies he helped build. Now, wrest from means take companies, basically OTK. Basically, hey, we're gonna throw you under the bus, get you out of OTK, and then we're gonna bust down the profits. Or in this case, the shares. Mizkif and Emaru began dating in 2022. The relationship was not easy on their side. They would routinely face harassment from Emaru's followers, some of whom were stalking Emaru. They got into arguments regularly and Emaru threatened to delete herself in many other of these arguments, which, you know, I imagine when she responds, she's going to put all her proof in there. Emaru would dress and behave in ways that Mizkif made her unsafe in light of ongoing stalking and some followers. Now, when this clip came out where he said, hey, I don't like the way she dressed. And I'm like, I don't know if that's true.
Thanks. I know I wasn't.
So here is from his words himself, putting this in here.
Perfect with my language or tone throughout this entire relationship. I know I wasn't. And I was aggressive at times. In regards to being controlling, I told her many things. I told her to dress older, to stop wearing pajamas, to stop talking about stalkers and schizos as a whole, stop talking about past relationships, and yes, I didn't want her to travel without me. I also said that I didn't want her to hang out with specific people. This is because I didn't want her to get hurt. I didn't want Emmy to get assaulted. I didn't want some man to do something to her when I'm not there, and I wanted to keep her safe. And I know with how my...
Here's the thing, man. People was going to stalk Emmy no matter what she was wearing. But, I mean, this is his way of kind of like justifying, I guess, hey, if you wear baggy clothes and don't talk about schizos, maybe you won't get stalked. I don't know if that's true or not.
Mental was and who I was back then, that I didn't do everything right. I know I could have done better, and I'm sorry. I know I was controlling, and I should have just ended the fucking relationship, but I was so confused as a person, and I'm sorry I did it. I'm sorry things got to this fucking point, man.
Bro, no, he's not, man. No, he is not. No, he is not crying.
The last 9 months of this relationship, things got extremely fucking toxic. I told her to move out. She didn't move out on her own. I told her to move out because I wanted space, but she still wanted me around at all times. She would get upset if we didn't sleep together, or if we weren't around. She always wanted me to drive over to her house, but I never wanted to because I wanted to be alone. And that increased our fights, but the stalkers continued. And I got even more
Okay, so basically this is him going over, admitting to, if you will, that hey, he wanted her to dress different. It's in his court documents. Okay. At the end of the relationship, Emaru expressed her desire to marry him and raise children within the next 5 years. Mizkif, contemplating the tumultuous nature of their relationship to that point, could not agree to do so. He called off their relationship and moved from Austin to LA. Okay, let's keep going. 10 months later, on October 24th, 2025, Emaru hosted a live stream on Twitch. On the live stream, she lied and basically accused Mizkif of psychological and domestic abuse, stalking and harassment, SA, and threats of blackmail. This is 100% fact. This was something that most of you guys have likely witnessed. These slanderous accusations made live before an audience of tens of thousands and have since been viewed by millions of times across various platforms. I imagine in his amended complaint, he's going to put those links. In the same live stream, Emaru gives accounts of their relationship that clearly do not support allegations she levied. For example, in her own description of the purported SA, Emaru states that Mizkif were kissing, he tried to initiate intercourse. She made it clear she did not want that, and he stopped respecting that line and she had drawn. Now, I do have the clip of what she said, which is right here. It's a bit lengthy, but this is 100% in the lawsuit as Mizkif's defamatory statement.
I was crying like crazy because the emotions were just very high because I was dealing with a lot of major shifts in my life as a result of me attempting to start to try to distance myself from him. So yeah, we were just talking and I was crying a lot. He started to try to comfort me by hugging me while I was sitting on the couch and holding me really close to him. And when this was happening, we hadn't talked in quite a while, and I'm usually very uncomfortable with being touched a lot by people that I'm not in a relationship with. But I let him hold me while I was crying. And he started kissing me in my face, and I let him do it. I was still sobbing a lot. And then, suddenly, he tried to climb on top of me and aggressively shoved his hand down my pants. And, I screamed. Yeah. And when I screamed, he jumped off me like a cat, And instead of apologizing or checking if I was okay, he said, "I feel weird now. I feel like I did something wrong. I have to go." And he immediately left my house while I was still crying without checking if I was okay or anything. And at the time, I was still making excuses for him, and I was still afraid of causing trouble for other streamers around us, or making things weird for viewers. I know that probably sounds crazy, but I just felt this pressure, I had to try to keep things together.
Now, I mean, that's her recollection. Now, Mizkif actually responded, and some people said this is him admitting to it. Let me know what you guys think.
I was a massive wreck. I couldn't think straight, and being that Emeru hung out with me all day, she too started to become high strung. Ugh. We would yell at each other, fight, and argue all the time. Things we never once did. I felt this relationship was taking a huge strain. But I thought it could be fixed over time, since things were just so amazing that first year. But
I mean, this is I'm not sure. This clip is him admitting to SAN. I may have gotten got on the clips. Let's get back to the lawsuit. Maybe someone could post a clip where he talks about that on Twitch, and then we could watch it nonetheless. So there's her recollection. Nonetheless, she continued to defame Mizkif and portray him as a perpetrator of SA in a video she knew full and well will be viewed by millions. He says, I thought that's what she wanted, but never mentioned she was crying. Do you have that clip? That very same day, OTK sent Mizkif a letter purporting to terminate his interest in the company. And I do have that letter. OTK claimed it was entitled to do so based on the nature of Emeru's allegations. Emeru is the handle under which defendant Emeru operates her streaming and content creation business. OTK's letter is attached here too as Exhibit A. Now, he 100% included Exhibit A in here. All right. Now, this letter asserted of purported breaches of owner's agreement. No such breaches occurred. Nonetheless, OTK asserted that it was reclaiming Mizkif's 1,109,139 shares of OTK without payment. This is where the lawsuit gets murky. This is where you can say, hey, they are working in concert to strip him of his ownership. And not only did they strip him of the ownership, they actually sent him a bill. This letter further asserted Mizkif owed amounts of $600,000 to Mythic management fees relating to purported breaches that did not occur. Through OTK, Mythic demanded repayment of these allegedly owed fees. Now you see where it's going? Now you see where it's going? Yeah, we're gonna get to the tweet. We're gonna get to the tweet when we get to that section. Okay? We're gonna get to that tweet when they put out their statement. Because OTK is a lot of smoke and mirrors. It's a lot of smoke and mirrors. You know, what's put out online doesn't necessarily reflects what's going on in reality. Like, it took y'all like a year to figure out that Rich Campbell didn't write his final tweet. Someone else wrote it for him, and he just posted it. So you have to, you know, take what OTK puts out with a grain of salt. Is it true? Is it not? Because maybe this letter is going to say something completely different. All right. Completely different. All right. Let's continue. Further, the letter falsely asserted Mizkif violated his agreement with King, purported to reclaim Ronaldo's 93,000 shares of stock in King, and demanded payment of $296,000. Why did they ask him for money back? Because when we get to the letter, you will see that OTK owns all this stuff. And they're saying, hey, even with owning Mythic Talent and OTK and King and the $600,000 that you owe Mythic Talent for breach of contract, you still owe us $296,000. All right. Mythic, King, OTK made no serious investigation or inquiry into the basis or truth of Emeru allegations before repudiating, hopefully I said that right, their agreements with plaintiffs. Indeed, Mythic King and OTK did not even ask Mizkif for comment or any information in his possession disproving the allegations. Now, where was this sentiment when Rich was around, huh? Where was this attitude for Rich? When Rich leave, no one bats an eye. No one cares. They're like, oh, who cares? Now it happens to Mizkif, he's suing, which is probably the smart thing to do. And I did see him say he was so rainbow as he was doing his, I guess, response. Instead, a few days later, Emeru defamatory live stream OTK perpetuating the defamation put out a statement on X, formerly known as Twitter, that's in fully support of Sister Emeru and stands by her side, admires her strength in coming forward and sharing her story. Now, I do have their response, which, you know, it's what you would expect that they made on X. And hold on, I'll read it in 1 second. All right. They put out a huge tweet, which is unfortunate because, you know, when you have these companies and you have this allegation like this, if this was like a Fortune 500 company, both people are out on administrative leave, pending investigation. But because you have a company pretty much ran by the powers that be, here is the statement. All right. So, what does it say? OTK fully supports his co-owner, Sister Emeru. We stand by her side and admire her strength for coming forward and sharing her story. While Mizkif was one of several founders of OTK, the organization terminated its relationship with him some time ago for reasons unrelated to the recent events, and he holds no stake in OTK or any of our other companies. If that's the case, then when you see their letter, you're going to know that this is a lie. This is not true. Or you can say it's conflicted, however you want to view it. Out of respect for those who have come forward, we will let their voices speak above ours. Let's get back to the lawsuit. In this statement, OTK falsely claimed it had terminated the relationship with Mizkif some time ago for reasons unrelated to recent events. If that's the case, then they wouldn't have sent the letter pretty much like, I think like the day after she streamed or something. You have that, or a day or two after. It was in close proximity. Asmongold, who streams under the handle Asmongold, is part owner of OTK. Since Emeru's live stream, Asmongold has continuously defamed Mizkif on a near daily basis. Look, I'm not gonna lie, man. Asmongold been kicking this fool back in every day. Asmongold has been putting him, he's been A-Town curb stumping him. He pretty much made Asmongold, he pretty much made Mizkif put his mouth on the curb. If you get the reference, you get the reference. He claimed inter alia Mizkif should be in jail. He did that. Claimed he was abusing and manipulating others, hurting other people, and becoming an aggressor. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I heard the clip. And for some strange reason, I'll play the clip for you right now. It is, I don't know how do you explain it, right? This is how you know maybe they were never as good friends as they thought they were. All right. That's how you know.
Do you think he's done?
Here we go right here. Here's the clip.
I honestly,
hold on, give me 1 second. Gotta copy link.
done. I honestly, I think that, you know, really, I think that he should just take a break, and he should just try to, you know, like, legitimately, like, just stop. Like, I think that I think he will continue spiraling, and I think that it might have already reached this point, but based off of, like, stories that are coming out right now, it might have already reached this point, but I think it will reach the point where he ends up doing something that ends him up in jail. Straight up. Like, because, I mean, it's already gone past the getting mad level. It's already gone past the getting physical level. Like, it's now, like, you're talking about, like, sexual assault, like, alleged sexual assault, right, for legal reasons, but, like...
Now, him standing for alleged sexual assault for legal reasons actually comes up in the lawsuit. So don't ever think that when you're making these statements and you think they're just going into the ether, Mizkif is watching everything, because who do you think built this case? Mizkif built it, not his lawyers. They just worded it for him. They didn't do the research. They're not watching every Asmongold stream to see what's true and what's not. This is Mizkif, his team, his people watching Asmongold, creating, saving links to say, hey, he said this, he said that. So here we go. I'll run it back.
It's already gone past the getting physical level. Like, it's now, like, you're talking about, like, sexual assault, like, alleged sexual assault, right, for legal reasons, but, like, in general, right? And, yeah, bro's going off the deep end. Yeah, exactly, right? And so I really do think that he should just take a break. I really think he should just take a break and calm down. And so, like, really, that's my, that's my honest advice.
There goes that. Asmongold offers his honest advice. Mizkif thinks he's not on track for jail. I don't think Mizkif is going to end up in jail off this, but we'll keep going. For example, in a live stream that has since been uploaded to YouTube, where it garnered 1.9 million views of the date of this filing, Asmongold states directly that Mizkif was the aggressor and abuser in the relationship with Imaru. Asmongold would then qualify his statement by saying, at least allegedly, but claim the disclaimer itself by saying he has to say it for legal reasons. Now, I'm not sure if him saying that is going to clear him for it, but that will be up for a judge to decide. Asmongold has on a near daily basis reaffirmed the truth of Imaru's allegations before millions of followers. I think we all say that's true. Asmongold also claimed on his live stream that there was another, again, unspecified amount of misconduct. That was the reason Mizkif was removed from OTK. This is in direct contrast to OTK's own account as provided in the letter on the 24th. So, who do you believe? Do you believe what Mizkif, well, the letter said, what Asmongold said, or what Mizkif is purporting? You got Mizkif, Asmongold, the letter. All right. And I believe we do have the Asmongold clip where he talks about 5 other people coming forward. Let me see. Is it this clip? No. Now that it went legal, Twitch is not banning him.
Eventually happen. Stupid book, and mentioned it on the Emerald video on the SA allegations. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many people are going to have to come forward until Twitch maybe takes action about Miz, but I could imagine that it's probably a matter of if and not when. I think it's going to eventually happen. I mean, how do you have somebody that's been accused of assault on, like, you know, multiple partners, and you know, this is just so far, by the way, and you don't.
It's just accusations. It's not proof. It's literally her word versus his. I think if they were to ban him on for her statements alone, they would have a bigger lawsuit on their hands.
Don't ban their account, right? I mean, like, what is this? So, yeah, that's it. Do you, as a Twitch employee, feel like you're working in a hostile workspace environment? I mean, like, in a way, yeah, but like.
But let's get to the 2 more nukes right here. This is a longer clip.
Ever since this happened, there have been 2 additional people that have alleged that he assaulted them within less than 24 hours of this stuff coming out. And not a single person that is in the space
That's the truthful statement.
that knew him is really defending him. In the OTK, he wasn't. He hasn't been in OTK for a long time. And I will say too, I know people get mad at me for this. There are other stories of things that will be points on the same graph making the same line. I said it last time. People got mad. They said I was vague posting.
He does do it a lot, though.
I'm being serious. Source, trust me, bro. The story that I would tell you has 5 other witnesses. And again, I apologize for being vague, but just give it a couple of days. If you want me to be completely as transparent as I can be, it's because I want to make sure that these people have legal counsel before they say anything.
Maybe they all knew that Mizkif was going to go to a legal route with this. Now, what's going to happen now that he's filed this defamation lawsuit against Imaru and Asmongold? People are going to be more reluctant to come up if they had an unfortunate experience with Miz out of fear of being sued. And Imaru actually predicted this.
Because they're worried, because they don't have the position that Emmy or I do. And that's the reason. I would say it myself. I'm not going to do that. Just give it a couple of days.
I have messaged her numerous times wondering why I have been removed from OTK, Discords, and I was very scared because I didn't know what was going on. Nobody was talking to me or contacting me, and I have had so much regret.
It was another reason. Like, all of those decisions had already been made before any of this had come out. Yep, totally different reason. Elaborate? I will. I don't want to do it today because I think that there are other people that I would prefer say it. But I will if it doesn't come out.
Asmongold is not going to speak on Mizkif's name ever again. He's going to say the same thing. I can't talk about ongoing legal issues. So the train that Asmongold was on, where he was literally kicking Mizkif's back in every day, that's over. That's done.
Is this drama baiting for views? How is it drama baiting for views? Like, I said that this stuff would come out. It did. Just because I'm not going to immediately... I understand that there's a lot of people that are really young and you don't understand the complexities of things like this. But yeah, this stuff is really complex and hard. And it's not just as simple as simply saying whatever you think happened. It's a lot of complexity with this. And there's multiple people involved, and there are other obligations and conflicting variables. And yeah, I'm not going to immediately say why and explain the entire thing. But what I will say is that that's not why it happened. Period.
There you go. Which is giving credence to what Mizkif put in his lawsuit.
You shouldn't be talking about it? Of course I can. It's clear you're trying to do the right thing. There's things not your story to tell. And giving the others the opportunity to speak up. Yeah. And I will tell you this. If other people don't tell the story, I will tell it. I did get permission from one of the people, the person that was the most affected by it. I got the permission from that person last night to tell the story.
That story's never coming out. And if it does come out, it's going to come out in court. It's going to come out in court. And OTK is going to make sure it's public.
I will tell the story why Miz was removed from OTK. If they don't want to, I'll do it. I'll respect their wishes and their privacy, but I will do it. And you'll see that it had nothing to do with this. And again, I apologize for not being able to drop everything immediately, but there's a lot of reasons for that. And I apologize. Hopefully you can see that with all of this blow up, I wasn't bullshitting. I wasn't bullshitting then. I'm not bullshitting now.
All right, so that's the clip in which Mizkif is referencing. Okay, and they go on to say, Asmongold falsely accused Mizkif of threatening Imaru's employees at TwitchCon and recent streaming convention. Asmongold has enriched himself personally by advertising revenues and subscription fees garnered from his smear campaign against Mizkif. Even some of Mizkif's own viewership noted he was drama baiting for views. Now, what judge is going to understand what drama baiting for views is? Not one. We continue. The combined coordinated actions of Emeru, Asmongold, OTK, Mythic, and King have caused serious and lasting damage to Mizkif's personal reputation and his business. Since the defamation occurred, Mizkif has been losing followers and subscribers on a daily basis. Last I checked, his Twitch channel was down 20K followers. Mizkif anticipates the loss of existing sponsorships and increased difficulty in securing further sponsorships. So, I mean, all his sponsorships are done, dog. Forever. I mean, maybe not forever. He probably can get a gambling sponsorship. Go on and kick. Regretfully, the extreme nature of the misconduct here has compelled Mizkif to file suit. Now, obviously, the first count, it's only 3 counts now, but he's always going to leave room to amend his lawsuit. Every lawsuit can be amended, guys. Every lawsuit can be amended. It's not like, oh, well, you filed this, you can't ever go back. No. That's not the case. So, count 1, breach of contract, OTK, King. Mizkif Incorporated, everything up there he holds to be true. OTK breaches ownership agreement with Mizkif by purporting to oust him from ownership when no event of breach or default giving it authority to take such action had occurred. He's arguing there was no wrongdoing on his end. They had no right to remove him from the company. OTK acknowledged it took no effort to investigate the alleged breaches, claiming its own words that OTK is not involved and nor aware of the content of such personal matter that Mizkif or Emeru may have with each other in their Twitch statement or X statement. Nonetheless, OTK anticipatorily breached his contract with Mizkif based on Emeru's allegations. This you're going to see in the letter. Similarly, King breached his agreement with Mizkif purporting to divest them of their stock in King when no breach of event default permitting the same occurred. So in short, hey, OTK King kicked me out based on what she said. There's no evidence to suggest otherwise. These breaches contract have caused damage to Mizkif by purporting to divest over 1 million shares of stock owned in OTK and King. This is true. The sucky part is he got no money for it. They actually gave him a bill. That's the crazy part. Count 2, defamation by Emeru and Asmongold. I think that's kind of speaks for itself. Defendants Asmongold and Emeru have repeatedly published untrue defamatory statements concerning Mizkif to an audience of millions, painting him as a rapist, domestic abuser, and emotional abuser. Now, this is the part where the money comes into play. Because at the end of the day, if he's out of OTK, who benefits? Whose stock goes up? Whose shares goes up? Where does the money go? These statements were made in actual malice, as in they made them knowing that they were not true. Emeru and Asmongold knew the time that they published these statements, they were false. On behalf of information, Emeru and Asmongold knew they stood to benefit from Mizkif's ouster from OTK, and the associated companies and coordinated the timing of their statements to maximize injury inflicted to Asmongold. When you audit what happened to the shares, who gets them? Do they get divided amongst each other? The value of other people's shares increase? A more simpler question. Did Asmongold and Emeru benefit financially from outing Mizkif? It's just a yes or no. These statements have caused severe damage to Mizkif's reputation in business and have caused severe emotional distress and mental anguish. Count 3. Declaratory judgment for the Mythic, OTK, and King. An actual controversy exists between Mizkif and these companies concerning the purported breaches that defendants allege plaintiffs committed and the efficacy of defendants' attempt to unlawfully divest Mizkif of their interest in the company. Basically, this is a roundabout way of saying, hey, he was kicked out unceremoniously. And without suing, he has no recourse. Original complaint and actual controversy exists. We know this. for demand by OTK and Mythic for unlawful management fees, which are neither due nor owing. So he's saying, hey, we don't owe the fees. An actual controversy exists between Mizkif and OTK concerning the wrongfully accelerated promissory note, which OTK had no legal basis to make a dependent on. They have the ability to do it. Obviously, he wants lawyer fees, damages, perpetual harm, loss of business goodwill, loss of earnings, loss of future earnings, emotional distress, mental anguish, all pretty standard stuff. He's hoping that they grant him everything. Damages, attorney fees, pre and post judgment of the maximum rate, declaring that OTK Mythic have no claims against Mizkif, declaring that OTK and King's attempts to divest plaintiff interests in companies were ineffective as a matter of law, granting other and further relief. Now, that's just the lawsuit. Let's get to the letter. Letter was sent by OTK. Tips Out is the author or the person that signed it, I believe. October 24th, 2025. Regarding second notice of termination, repurchase, demand for repayment. So this is a second notice. Okay. Dear Matt, gotta love it. And this is supposed to be confidential according to the bot, whatever confidential agreement they assign. On or about November 6th, OTK Media issued you its first notice of termination and repurchase from OTK. So they're saying, hey, November 6th, 2023, we said we wanted you out. But what happened after that? That's very odd. As described therein, the first notice was issued as a result of your material breach of your owner's agreement between you, OTK, and its company affiliates dated October 20th, 2022. Owner's agreement. Specifically, OTK referenced your coarse misconduct, including multiple instances of unwanted physical contact and violence, as the basis for its determination to terminate your engagement with OTK and exercise OTK's right to repurchase all of your shares of OTK stock in accordance with the promissory note dated November 6, 2023, and subsequently amended effective January 24th, 2025. OTK promissory date. So it looks like they've been trying to remove this guy since 2023. It's a little murky why it hasn't been settled. Why they would just be sending their second one in October, which coincidentally is right after the time Emeru made those statements. OTK has now learned that you have furthered your course of misconduct involving violence, threats, disparaging remarks, blatant disregard for OTK and his company affiliates. Collectively, the company, including without limitation King Gaming Labs, Inc., and Mythic Talent Management, Inc. As a result, the company must take additional action to address your misconduct and ultimately terminate any and all relationships between you and the company. As fully set forth below, your continued pattern of misconduct and breach of owner's agreement have caused OTK, KGL, and Mythic to terminate their respective agreements with you and pursue claims against you. So now they're like, look, man, you out, and we about to pursue your ass legally. It is what it is. It is what it is. All right, as we keep going. As recently as Saturday, October 18th, 2025 at TwitchCon, San Diego, California, you made threatening remarks directed at Emeru, an OTK owner, even after learning that she was the victim of sexually motivated SA during the meet and greet. Damn. He hit her with that, if you go live and talk about me after that, it's cold-blooded, man. No grace. Upon information and belief, your threats to Emeru were made through individuals adjacent to both OTK and Emeru's personal business, and they pertain to potential allegations against you by Emeru of an exceedingly sensitive nature. The allegations. Now, here's the thing, right? If he actually went through people who are orbiters of OTK, they're going to make a statement against him to corroborate this letter. 100%. They know where their bread is buttered. Miz is about to get the Adriana Lee treatment. He out. And it's funny how the Adriana Lee thing comes full circle, because now what, allegedly happened to Adriana Lee is happening to Mizkif at a much larger scale. And luckily he has the resources to sue. And I mean, I think he'll be okay in the end. He has a loyal audience, but if they take him down, is game over. Upon learning of potential allegations, you threaten personal and professional harm to Imaru in effort to silence her from publicizing her allegations against you. Remember, she was going to talk about the bunnies. While OTK is not involved in nor aware of the content of such personal matter that you or Imaru have with each other, there we go. If you're not aware of the conduct that we have with each other, how are you kicking me out? That'll be their case to prove in court. OTK will not tolerate threats or misconduct by you towards members of OTK community. The nature of Imaru's allegations in tandem with your hostile response represent only the latest, but yet some of the most egregious instances of your misconduct in violation of your owner's agreement. I mean, so like most companies do have like a morality clause and you can't just be a bad person and still be employed or be a part of the company in most instances. In addition, no other recent occasions you may publish disparaging remarks about OTK and its talent on social media in contravention of the terms of owner's agreement and its associated social media policy, including but not limited to following disparaging remarks. Now, this is what they use to get Mizkif out of here. These statements right here. Here's the video. Right here. We don't have to. Right here.
Can you like get less hate?
Well, yeah, if I get my reputation back.
Right, okay.
But I don't know how to get my reputation back because I feel like I'm so far in the deep end, I might as well keep swimming. You smell me? Like, fuck streamers, fuck all of them,
yep.
Fuck everybody, fuck FaZe Clan, fuck the fourth floor, fuck OTK, fuck everybody.
See, there you go. How can you say F OTK and still be a part of OTK? And there you go right there. That's just enough to get you out of there.
Can you like get less hate?
Well, yeah, if I get my reputation back.
Right, okay.
But I don't know how to get my reputation back.
I mean, I see a joint in his hand. Is he high?
Because I feel like I'm so far in the deep end, I might as well keep swimming. You smell me? Like, fuck streamers, fuck all of them,
yep.
Fuck everybody, fuck FaZe Clan, fuck the fourth floor, fuck OTK, fuck everybody. I'm just going to start being a solo streamer. I never needed anybody. They needed me. At the end of the day, I was always supporting them, but they never supported me at the end. So,
bro, remember, no one is bigger than the system, man. You join an organization, you would never be bigger than OTK.
Fuck all these people, bro.
We should just do a therapy session.
No, I'd already talked to my offline chat today.
Oh.
Straight up. Like, fuck this shit. Fuck everybody. I'm a 30-year-old man. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm living my life the way I want to live it. Fuck all these people. I don't give a shit. What? Was that cultural appropriation?
I honestly, I lost my black card.
Wait, but I saw Valkyrie do that.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, hey.
I mean, she laughing at him as he rings the bell on his OTK future.
Hey, do your thing, man.
Well, she was in VR.
Oh.
Is this racist?
I don't think so, no.
How is this racist, chat?
All right, we don't really care about that. That was the statement that was in the lawsuit where he said F everybody. That's in there. And it was another one right here where he says OTK failed miserably. Nobody wanted to buy it. And it didn't make sense for anyone to even purchase OTK or to run and operate OTK. So now OTK is very small. So here is where they talk about OTK and it comes up pretty quickly.
Was that profitable and what was the purpose behind doing it?
So OTK, the point of it was to basically create an org where we all make content together, and then we would one day sell the org, right? We wanted to sell OTK to a company where it's like, hey, you're in charge of this now, and we basically take a step back. At around this time of my age, I was like, I'm around when we're all 30, 35, whatever, we take a step back. There's new young blood in the OTK sphere, and we just basically chill.
Collect the profits. That's the goal. You start a company, you sell it, you still maintain some control, but you maintain a stake, but you don't maintain any operating control.
Well, that failed miserably because the truth is, orgs in general, just no one wanted to buy it. And it makes sense why you don't want to buy it, right? In 2018, it was such a hot word, org group. 100 Thieves sold for $100 million or something like that. They made a ton of money off that deal. But when we got in too late. And all the companies started becoming smart. And they're just like, okay, well, because it was me and Asmon were the two biggest people. They're like, okay, but what happens if Mizkif and Asmon take a huge break? And we're like, oh, well, that won't happen. Well, Asmon did for 8 months. They know that. They're like, when Asmon took a break, you guys lost a lot. What happens when one of your streamers gets canceled? What happens when there's a controversy? It you over the whole business. So unless you guys are squeaky clean Teletubbies, you're basically asking for this to be a failure, and no one took the bite. We did not get it. The truth is, it just didn't make sense for anyone to ever purchase. And it didn't make sense to really run and operate. So now it's very small. I don't do OTK anymore because I moved here. They're all in Texas. But the thing is, we still have Mythic Talent, which is our agency. That's
here you go.
It's an umbrella, so it's under it. And we do have Starforge systems, Starforge PCs. They're huge. They're everywhere. They actually are great PCs. And
all right, we don't care about the sales pitch. You heard them say that they were doing bad or whatever. OTK failed miserably. No one to buy it. It didn't make sense for anyone to even purchase OTK or to run and operate OTK. So now OTK is very small. OTK has recently learned that you have committed additional willful breaches of your owner's agreement by violating exclusivity requirements of your talent management representation agreement with Mythic dated January 2, 2023. So I guess he signed a Mythic Talent. Specifically, you engage third-party agents to perform the agent services in direct violation of the representation agreement, resulting in you having entered into extra contractual agreements during the term of a total estimated value of more than $4 million. In other words, someone else signed Miz's deal and it wasn't Mythic. So based on that, oh, now I see why they say he owes them $600,000. That must be the percentage. That must be the percentage that they get from the $4 million deal. $600,000. So if you think about that, divided by 4, 1, 2, 3. So they can take 15%. All right. So they taking 15% of all deals. That's where the $6,000 come from. So they say, hey, as a result of you signing this $4 million deal, you owe us our 15% of $600,000. Okay. Here we go. As such, Mythic is entitled to more than $600,000 in overdue management fees relating to your extra contractual agreements made outside of the representation of the agreement. In addition, Mythic is entitled to 5% interest per year on all overdue management fees plus cost attorney fees associated with enforcement of the representation agreement. Damn, 15%? Hey, dog, if y'all give me a... Bro, I need to sign a Mythic Talent. Get me a $4 million deal. Y'all can have 20%. I know.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
I give it all up, man. Shit. I'm not even joking. Okay. In a manner inconsistent with your prior misconduct, the allegations, threats, disparaging remarks, and your willful breach of representation agreement clearly tend to injure the success of OTK affiliates and pose and present a future liability to OTK, publicly bring OTK into dispute in addition of being offensive, vulgar, scandalous, and defamatory. Now, here's the thing, man. Okay, when he said FOTK, they might have a case. When he said they failed miserably, probably not much of a case. But we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Not only does the misconduct constitute the latest example of your habitual breach of your owner's agreement, including but not limited to the provisions of sections 1B, 4C, 4D, 7E, and the social media policy contained in Schedule I. If this goes to trial, this is going to get made public. I want to see it. But it sends a clear message that you do not value your relationship with the company, nor are you aligned with the company's best interests. I would, from the outside looking in, I would agree with that. At the time of the first notice, the company elected not to exercise its terminated repurpose rights under the owner's agreement on behalf of KGL, although it explicitly reserved the right to do so in the event of any future breach by you of the owner's agreement. In light of the foregoing misconduct, please be advised that the majority of the board of directors have elected to terminate owner's agreement on behalf of KGL and to repurchase the entirety of your 93,000 vested and unvested shares of KGL in accordance with the terms of the owner's agreement. Now, effective immediately, you will no longer render any services to KGL, nor will you be publicly affiliated with the company in any way whatsoever, such as pursuant to whatever of the owner's agreement. Please immediately remove all references to the company and any use of company IP from your social media, websites, and anywhere in the affiliation. This is kind of confusing because if they already removed him from the company, why would they say effective immediately? Which indicates to me that he was never removed from the company and now they're trying to remove him from the company. I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but I mean, that's how I interpret it. As the circumstance of OTK previous repurchase of your stock, all shares of KGL stock held by you will be repurchased on such terms and set forth in promissory note attached hereunto. And shout out to best friend of Kick. Salute to you. Hopefully you watching. You probably covering this. And Iced Coffee Hour. That was the podcast. Exhibit A. Notwithstanding your separation from OTK and KGL, all the existing agreements that you have with the company will not terminate and will remain in full force in effect, including without limitation, surviving sections of the owner's agreement, your LOA letter, and your collectively all the agreements. Basically, I wish he would attach these agreements, but he didn't. He just attached this letter. Furthermore, the aforementioned misconduct and your continued complete and utter disregard for the provisions of an owner's agreement have now given rise to certain rights and obligations under OTK promise note. This where it's about to get grimy, guys. Pay attention. I wonder did Rich experience the same thing? You know? I wonder if Rich experienced the same thing. I really don't know. As a preliminary matter, please accept this letter as notice that OTK has hereby elected to purchase the remaining of your shares in OTK pursuant to whatever of the promissory note. In addition, please be advised that OTK, through determination of the majority of its board of directors, have voted to exercise right to terminate and cancel the OTK promissory note pursuant to Section 3. Accordingly, all 1,109,139 shares of OTK that were eligible for repurchase pursuant to owner's agreement in that OTK promissory note have hereby immediately vested as property of OTK without any further payment to your obligation. God damn. God damn. Bro. Say what you want about Mizkif. Maybe not the coolest guy. Maybe abusive. Maybe a lot of things. But there is no way in hell you could do this unless he really did sign this $4 million contract without Mythic Talent getting their 600,000. And this would lead me to believe that OTK ain't worth much. And I'll do the math for you. Maybe just think about it, right? If Mizkif was a founder and he had a $600,000 debt. You're about to see it. Moreover, as a result of the disparaging remarks, your continued breach of the owner's agreement, OTK promissory note dictates that you must refund all amounts remuted in connection therewithin. Therefore, in addition to the overdue management fees in excess of $600,000 that is subject to collection by Mythic, OTK hereby demands that you remit payment of OTK in the amount of $296,401.92, according for full refund and all funds remitted to you under OTK. Promissory note by no later than November 1st, 2025. I'm taking it, he ain't pay. I'm taking it, he ain't pay. Here we go. Now, I did some math at the bottom. In the event you fail or refuse to do so, the company may utilize every legal remedy available to it, recover the full amount due to owing under the representation agreement to OTK promissory note and cost attorney fees associated with the enforcement thereof. So basically, either you pay or we gonna sick the laws on you. Nah, he had to blackmail all of them. Bro, I have no idea what Mizkif is thinking right now. He's probably watching. You know, he's a follower on the show. The Lambo getting repossessed. I don't know. But I did some quick math, right? So if he owed them $600K, right? And you subtract the amount that he owed, or whatever, $303,000 is what his shares in OTK are worth, right? Because look, they say, hey, you owe us this much. That means this is the amount the shares were worth. The shares in OTK, the million shares, are at roughly 27 cents per share. Now, I don't know how many shares there are in the company, but this is just my little quick math. I could be wrong. All right. The terms of this letter are confidential, bro. Yo, I love when I see these in legal filings. The terms of this letter are confidential information of the company and protected from disclosure pursuant to existing agreements between you and OTK.
Stop the cap.
No. It's in a public lawsuit. All these court docs were legally obtained. As such, you shall not divulge, publish, or otherwise communicate the terms of this letter or any existing agreement. So clearly he's under an NDA. You must cease and desist from publishing any public messaging in connection with your relationship with the company, and any actual or threatened breach of confidentiality will be met with swift legal action by the company. In no way has the company and or its legal representative provided you with any sort of legal advice or recommendation regarding your termination from the company. The company reserves all rights. If you should have any questions, please contact me, which is tips out. Otherwise, OTK expects full and complete compliance with this letter. OTK wishes you all the best on your future endeavors. Oh, man. Signed, Chief Executive Officer, CEO, tips out. I mean, what do you guys think of this lawsuit? Do you think he has a chance? Here's my thing, right? If this is true, if right here, this is the biggest part. He signed a $4 million deal, not through Mythic Talent, and he has an exclusivity contract. If that's the case, and all things are true, then I can see OTK being dismissed from this lawsuit. If they say, hey, he owe us. And in fact, we're about to sue him for $200,000 because he signed it. Now, as far as like the things that Imaru and Asmongold said, I'm not sure how far they're going to go. I mean, obviously, unless she or he has some proof, it's his word versus hers. Do she got witnesses? In all honesty, this is likely going to get settled out of court. Hey, what do we got to do to make this go away? Obviously, he wants to be compensated for his shares in OTK and them to stop making statements about him. Now, her deleting the videos or VODs or even Asmongold is not going to do anything. How far does he want to take it? Miz is what we call it, Jover. It's Jover. Could be, man. Not sure. Either way, I do support Miz getting compensated for his shares in OTK. As far as the defamation stuff, you have to see how that plays out. But like the lawsuit said, though, if he truly signed this $4 million deal without going through Mythic and he has an exclusivity contract, then he's cooked. It's going to bite him. So, you know, Miz is going to have to prove, one, either he doesn't have an exclusivity deal with Mythic, and then maybe he'll have some ground to stand on. But it is kind of shady, though, to like they out him and say, hey, you owe us. So that's the only aspect in which I support Miz. But let me know what you guys think of this video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. All right, cool, guys. I'm up. Any other drama out there, dog? It's been a while since I covered Twitch drama. Who are the 5 people coming forward? Like, it's gonna be all OTK orbiters, right? Like, if you think about it, it's gonna be OTK orbiters, people who benefit. Like, hey, I'm gonna speak out against them. Shout out to all 126 people watching on the main channel. Shout out to the 60 on Twitch and the 64 on the Clips channel. The video will be on the main channel, and it'll be like, it'll go live like probably at 2 o'clock in the morning as soon as I finish upload. Quaco, you think Quaco gonna go up there? I mean, I saw her stuff. I don't know, maybe. Shit. I think everyone's gonna testify against this guy, but at the same time, remember, this is a defamation lawsuit. This is not, is Miz a good guy? The question is, did Amaru and or Asmongold lie about Mizkif? That's it. Not, can we get an NMP update? NMP is a great guy. He's my favorite streamer. Salute to NMP, man. I mean, truth be told, though, if OTK gets evaluated and NMP hasn't settled his divorce, which I know he hasn't, I give y'all a little something. NMP. Okay, how about this? I know for a fact NMP has already paid Malena's lawyers $25,000 for her lawyers, $25,000 for her experts, and I'll just leave it at that. You like, where's the proof? You know, ask Nick if I'm lying. Ask him if I'm lying, dog. Ask him if I'm lying, dog. Be like, hey, Henry was on stream. He said you paid 25 racks too from the community estate. You gonna be like, it was from the community estate. You gonna be like, wait a minute. How the fuck he know that? All right, I'm done, man. Salute to Nick, man. More to come, I imagine. I mean, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. It's so much I can say. Just give it time. Everything will come out, as Asmongold said. Everything will come out. Everything will come out, dog. Everything will come out. Now, I really gotta go. I gotta go to sleep. I gotta get my daughter to school in the morning. Nick, no, I got a daughter, man. Hopefully Nick can help put some money in her college fund for me or something. I I'll get y'all an XQC video, man. I'm back to covering Twitch drama. You know, what's on LSF before we get up out of here? What's on LSF? Am I on LSF? Probably not, dog. This shit was all over everywhere. Let's see. Best new. Hassan gets denied VIP seating. Card. Who gives a fuck about Hassan, man? He's still trying to convince y'all he didn't shock his dog. I no longer have to prove politics works. I can just effing point to Zorhan. God. Is this like all Hassan? The fuck? Where's the hot shit on live stream failed? This is hot. Oh God. All right, what's the top? Asmongold defended trans people. Don't care. Hassan.
Yeah, boy.
Uh-oh, who was that? Somebody hit me with something on the on Twitch. Hold on, let me go check the chat. Who did that? Did Adept get to keep the McLaren? Hold on. Did Adept get to keep the McLaren? No, dog. The McLaren is gone. And I just messed up chat. I don't even know how I did it. Winlin 88. No, the McLaren is going, dog. I mean, I have the XQC court docs. It's been so long. I haven't had time. I've been covering Power Ranger stuff. I'm almost finished with the Power Ranger arc. Fucking LSF is just trash. I gotta go to Yeet, see what's going on in the world. How about this week? Let's see what's hot this week. Fucking Hassan. Has he taken over LSF? Oh God. This is another streamer added to the list. What is this? Who's that? Is this AI? Or I gotta be the AI. Hold on. America is white people's because we fought for it?
And so that's it. America is not white people's land. That's Europe. Well, it is. It is. It absolutely is white people's land. We fought a war over it. Duh. It got conquered. What? Absolutely it is. It's been our land for hundreds of years. Of course. Obviously.
Let
me ask you. Hassan, his dog. Do you think he did it?
Of course he fucking did it, dog.
Let me ask you. Hassan, his dog. Do you think he did it?
Shocked his dog? Yes.
Wow.
I think he did shock his dog. And I think there is... I saw somewhere that he wants his dog on that elevated bed.
Why?
Because it helps the dog's joints. I don't know how true that. I'm not a fucking
I think that is
vet.
true because I think
okay.
I heard that about Buddy too.
But something irks me.
I think the dog is just a prop. Obviously it is, right?
Wrong.
It has to stay in the same spot for hours on end for stream. Like imagine if I had like an animal behind me and it would move and I'm like, hey, get back in your spot.
Way that area, that bed is perfectly in place in cam. Why not have more beds?
Maybe
in the
so he
house?
can.
It's still a thing because he keeps saying it didn't happen.
Just see it.
Yeah, there's a lot of arguments that go somewhat in his favor, but at the same time, I still don't think that brings up a shock collar as the answer for something like that.
Maybe that's what,
It just rubs me the wrong way.
His trainer said.
And the thing is, I'd listen to a trainer. I would.
Who knows?
I don't know. But something rubs me the wrong way. Shock collar, place, in a fucking corner in the room. Something rubs me the wrong way with it.
What do you mean place? Is that what he said?
That's what he says, place. That's
you know,
actually,
you know what's funny?
My trainer was telling me to use the word place too.
I have
bro. Most people use their girlfriends as props, but when it's a dog, deal breaker. Bro. People care more about dogs than human beings, man. Look at Mike Vick. Look what happened to Mike Vick. Rich Camp won. No, man. I don't count that as a victory. I'm actually disappointed in Rich. I'm so disappointed. Hey, but you know, at the end of the day, that's the outcome Rich wanted. So how mad can I be for Rich when that's the outcome he chose? Like if a woman ruins my life with a false allegation, I'm gonna go. What was the dude's name? The pitcher, the Bauer, Trevor Bauer on her ass. I'm taking her to court. I'm not selling without you admitting you were wrong, and I'm blasting your ass afterwards. And he like bankrupted her. She like, oh, I'm like 200,000. That's the type of shit I'm on. Like, no, you're not just about to falsely accuse me of grape and then wish me well on fucking Twitter. Fuck that, dog.
Tell me a shock.
That's like, hell no. But at the end of the day, that's me. And Rich probably just wanted that shit behind him and do a stream where I'm waiting on him to say why he did it and what happened. Because it sounded like he had like a witness and it's like her word versus his. But she like went above and beyond to do I believe all women? Nope. Fuck no. Hell no. Hell no, dog.
Not seen the clip. Isn't that crazy?
I mean, all right, forget these guys. Let's talk about Rich Campbell. And then I'm going to bed. We're uploading this shit. Then I'm going to bed. Okay. Rich Campbell recently came out and basically the lawsuit has been dismissed. Okay. And I was a huge advocate for Rich Campbell once the evidence came presented that, hey, it was a roommate. I mean, her story was sketchy. Now, keep in mind, guys, I'm so new to this. I've not known Rich for years or anything like that. For me, it was just another guy being falsely accused along the same lines of XQC. So when I start going through it and looking at, you know, his defamation lawsuit that he filed against his Lexi and looking at her evidence against him, I'm like, wait, what? No way. He graped her. And she was still, you know, having contact and all this other stuff afterwards. No way. But in the meantime, in between time, after she made that allegation, he went bye-bye. He was excommunicated from OTK. Asmongold kicked his goddamn back in. Charlie kicked his back in for good measure. And he was going in to win. And no one heard from him almost for a year. So while he's waiting in a year, he finally files for defamation, like right before the deadline for the statute of limitations, which is 1 year. She files a counter lawsuit against him saying that he graped her. Meanwhile, when you look at all her erratic behavior online, calling him a rapist, this and that, continued. It wasn't just like once. It was boom, 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 boom. Hey, he was with Mia. Mia posts something. She under there like, hey, you would a rapist. You would a rapist. All those defamatory statements, only for her to go through trial or whatever that they had. And in July, if I saw, because I had the court docket. Let me see if I could pull it up. I had the court docket, and I was just like, man, they settled in July. Now, granted, dog, I get it. I've been deep in Power Ranger. Here we go, right here. I've been deep in Power Ranger lore, so forgive me. So right here, 731. Show cause dismissal, 731. Bam, right there, staring me in the face. But me caught up in Power Rangers, I wasn't checking up. I wasn't doing no updates on it, and just let it go. And then boom, the request for dismissal go through the next day or same day. She's saying, hey, she decided to drop the lawsuit against Rich, when it was more so like Rich decided to drop the lawsuit against her. But him being so cavalier about it, no, dog, you're not going to accuse me of grape, ruin my life for years, and then wish me well. I want that. Now, maybe, you know, that's what separates me from Rich. Maybe he just wanted it behind him. Maybe he just wanted to be done with it. Maybe he doesn't want her, you know, to suffer like he suffered. I mean, or maybe was a gray area. I have no idea why Rich did it. But if I'm innocent, I am not settling. I'm not. Because he got the money. I'm broke, dog. I'm broke. From what we know, we can confidently say he didn't do it. If she wished him well, you think if he really graped her like she says, she gonna wish him well? What world do you do that? Oh yeah, he graped me. You know what? I wish him well in all his future endeavors now after the lawsuit is settled. What? He was a grapist for 2 years. Now you wish him well? Come on, man. Come on, dog. She would have been paying lawyer fees. It is what it is, man. She got paid off by someone to drop it. Could have been missed. Y'all are retarded. Y'all are retarded. I don't know why he dropped it. I mean, only he does. And maybe Mia. But he should marry Mia because she held him down for so long. While everyone was canceling him, kicking his back in, watching it. Look at all his friends. Hate Miz. I mean, I don't hate Miz. I don't care for him. But I mean, there go my thoughts on Rich Campbell. I'm looking forward to his stream where he explains it all. Based on what happened, I doubt he's going to go into any detail. It's just going to say it didn't happen or something to that effect. But I would blast her, dog. I am petty. I am spiteful. But I'm broke, so I can't. It's only so much I can do. But hey, man, congrats to Rich Campbell. Welcome back. I wonder what he thought of all the content, because don't let him say he didn't see any of my videos about him, because despite him not graping Azalea, the 2 other women who came forward privately, I'm sure he knows who they are. I do find them to be credible, but again, both of them said it was an essay. So, salute to Rich. Maybe he'll, he won't acknowledge me, I'm sure, but it is what it is. If you enjoyed this, like, subscribe, see you next video. Peace. There we go. But anyway, guys, appreciate everyone coming back. I'll probably be doing more drama content in the future, but I gotta edit. So I gotta get all these goddamn videos out, man. Work has been crazy. Angry Wayne Gretzky. God damn, dog. Salute to you, man. Been here since the XQC days. Cheers, bro. Cheers to all you guys. Thanks for all the support, all the super chats, all that good stuff. All the subscribers. I don't even think I got any subscribers on Twitch, but hey, I'm just here for the AdSense. Get back into things. 70 live. That's pretty good on Twitch. I know we had like 120 on the main. 40. We was doing some numbers today. Felt good. All right. Peace, love, salutations. I'm out.